So one of the vanguards of masculinity and America First, Sneako, got Superman punched in the mouth by a security guard after yanking the man's hat off and expecting nothing to happen. You cannot make this shit up, I swear to God.
Okay, what are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Fuck you! 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 Don't do that, Sneako!
So despite the fact that Sneako was on camera yanking the hat off this man's head, Sneako and his friends begin to make excuses about how no one laid a hand on this security guard, and he just swung on Sneako for no reason, and oh my god, yeah, they took that route.
Sneako here, he's got this busted up tooth. Smile for me, man. This was the security guard at this thing, at this event, right up here. We got this guy jumped off the stage. No one attacked this guy, punched Sneako in the face. No one touched him. He jumped off the stage, hit Sneako in the face. I watched the whole thing happen. This was just right here?
Just now.
Just fucking happened.
The guy that he shut off the speech to go play his music, he just got rocked in the face. But I'm a non-violent person. You know, I care about America first. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. We'll take it through the legal necessary ways we got to do, because
probably press charges, man.
Now, you know, I know that people of this ideological ilk consider themselves to be, like, smarter and stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, with triple-digit IQs, you should have known to probably not record it and not upload the video if you were going to lie later on. Like, if you're going to lie and say, Sneako didn't lay a hand on that man, why would you upload the video of Sneako yanking the hat off this man's head? Now, I think what's really, really funny is that you can see the look on Sneako's face after that man leaps into the crowd and punches him. Sneako clearly is not ready for a physical confrontation. I don't understand how these dudes, who have not 1 inch of masculinity inside of them, are somehow the new purveyors and promoters of masculinity in 2024. My good sir, my kind sir, you yanked the hat off another man's head. What did you think was going to happen? And I don't want to hear any of this white nationalist shit of, you know, the black guy just couldn't control himself, you know. We just watched Bradley Martin, a white man, slap the shit out of another white man for yanking a hat off his head. I don't know why people are trying to pretend like only black people will punch you if you do this. There's a lot of men of many different races who will fuck you up if you do this. Why, oh why is it that an individual who has promoted masculinity, we're bringing back masculinity, you yank the hat off the man's head, you got punched in the mouth. The masculine thing to do is one of two things. You can either, one, re-engage and fight like a man, or say, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I kind of overstepped there. I wasn't ready for that. Wasn't really looking for a fight. You know, it is what it is. I'll take my L. I'll take my knock. It is what it is. That's a real man still. I still wouldn't even, you know what, because there's honor in that. There's honor and integrity in saying, I was meddling, I overstepped, I got popped in the mouth. It is what it is. You know, I'm sorry about that. I probably shouldn't have done that. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to say. I don't understand why Sneako would sit there and try to make it seem like, you know, oh, I'm a non-violent guy. Are you a non-violent guy? Because you yanked the hat off the man's head. That's like battery in most states. You can't do that. I don't know if it's assault, but you cannot yank the hat off another person's head legally. That's not what non-violent people do. You guys were streaming F you, and he was over there dancing to it and everything. It wasn't until you laid hands on him, yanked the hat off his head, that he Superman punched you in the face. Stop trying to make it seem like you're some dude who's above violence, because if we recall correctly, you were the same dude who sat there and threatened, what's that man's name? Charlie, whatever, Penguin, Zero, whatever. You were threatening him with a gun and all type of shit. So now all of a sudden you're not a violent person. Now all of a sudden you're civilized. Now all of a sudden you're a honey, I'm home kind of white man, huh? Please get out of here. Get out of here. And to make matters worse, this man Sneako spoke to the police after the incident.
Hey, you guys seem very good.
Yes, sir.
Here we have Sneako talking to the police right after the incident. A real man would say, you know what? I'll take my knock. It is what it is. The fact that the police were called for Sneako getting his tooth chipped just goes to show, like, this is not a masculine movement. It's not. You yanked the hat off a man's head. You got punched in the mouth. You missed a tooth. Any real man would say, you know what, man, I got my knock. It is what it is. I'll get my teeth fixed up. We're good. We're chilling. That's what any real man would probably do, is say, I caught my lick. I caught my L. It's all good. We moving on to the next. I don't need any police to show up. None of that. That's what a real man would do. Because honest to God, Sneako, this is some female activity. And I don't mean to be misogynistic when I say that, but let's just call it what it is. This is like when women sit there and put hands on men and smack men and do all of that and then get hit and all of a sudden are just, they can't believe it happened. Oh my God, I've been hit. Ma'am, you smacked him. Ma'am, you hit him. How could you possibly believe that you could lay hands on another person and not receive a physical response? The only demographic of people, Sneako, that I know that does that consistently is women. Women think, some, not even most, but some women think they can put hands on a man and not be responded to with any kind of physical force. That is some female shit. And yet y'all are somehow the purveyors and vanguards of this new era, this revival of conservative masculinity. I can tell you one thing about a lot of conservative white dudes that I know. Not only would a lot of them punch you, and a lot of them would do even worse than what that black guy did. That black security guard, he let you get off easy. I know some white boys that would body slam the shit out of you for doing that. Being real with you. And I know a lot of white boys that if they were the one to knock someone's hat off their head and they got punched, they take it like a man and keep it moving. This is not masculinity. This is some punk ass shit. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, look, I'm not some fucking G. I'm not some dude who's been in a whole bunch of street fights. In my lifetime, I've been in 3 fist fights. 3. All of them my last fist fight, I was 18. Okay? I don't idolize, I don't promote the idea of fist fights. I'm not going to glorify that. If you can, avoid those situations. It's not worth it. I see people on Twitter complaining about what happened to Sneako, like, oh, the security guard overreacted, black guy overreacting. Sneako got off easy. You got punched in the mouth and missed a tooth. There's people out there that get knocked out and get brain damage. There's people out there that get knocked out and get their head stomped in. Fist fights don't always end that way. Some people's lives are forever changed by fist fights. Ain't nothing cool about getting into fights. Ain't nothing cool about it. A grown-ass man would never reach onto another man's head and pull the hat off his head. Why? No grown-ass man is doing that. It's just, grown-ass men don't do that. It's not even about fist fighting. It's about understanding the importance of keeping your hands to yourself. That's what any man in his right mind would understand. But this is the movement we're dealing with. We're dealing with people that don't understand masculinity. And I'm willing to bet, say what you want about Andrew Tate. Say what you want about the charges, all of that. I'm willing to bet that Andrew Tate would be disappointed in Sneako. For number one, not keeping his hands to himself. Number two, being surprised and offended that he was hit back. And number three, talking to the fucking cops for getting a chipped tooth after getting punched over removing a... Like, come on. You think Andrew Tate would be proud of this? I'm willing to bet Andrew Tate would probably say the same shit I'm saying. Nigga, stand your ground. Either you fight this motherfucker or you take your licks and you keep it moving. But to be talking to the police, we're acting like Sneako got knocked the fuck out or Sneako got like ganged up on, jumped, brutalized. He got punched and got a chipped tooth, like a tooth chip. Like it's not a chipped tooth. It's not that bad. It's genuinely not that bad. Like, this is literally not that serious. Like, if that were me, the police, I'd be like, y'all ain't gotta call the police. I'm good. I'm chilling. It's straight. We good. You know what I'm saying? I go home, talk to the dentist, get it all fixed up. We straight. That's it. Ain't no more to talk about. This is not a masculine movement. The only masculine thing about these conservative movements is telling women to stay in their place. That's the only masculine thing y'all do. Is telling women what to do and ordering them around, which isn't even really that masculine. You can be a masculine man without telling women what to do or relegating women to certain tasks or certain positions in life. You don't have to do that to be a masculine man. But the only masculine-esque or traditional-esque thing that you guys have that somehow can tie itself to traditional masculinity is telling women what to do or keeping women out of this or whatever the case might be. When it comes to actually being a man and having some kind of honor and integrity, y'all are bereft of any and all of those things. It is what it is. Like, I mean, it's insane that these are the people who consider themselves to be the vanguards of masculinity. Like, how can you be bringing in masculinity into society, and then when you get punched in the face, you're all of a sudden talking to the cops? I'm gonna give y'all a clear angle so you can see the police vehicle.
Hey, have you guys seen Greg Hood?
No, sir.
Okay.
Like, bro, come on, bro. You talking to the police, bro? You talking to the police, bro? Like, come on, bro. Why are you talking to the police? Why? Why are you talking to the police? Like, it's not like you witnessed a robbery. It's not like you were the victim of a crime. It's not like something actually needing of the police occurred. You summoned up the police because you got a chipped tooth after yanking someone's hat off their head. This is so bitch made, I can't even believe it happened. Like, really? I'm not anti-police. I'm not anti-calling the police. I'm one of the most pro-police black people you'll ever meet. But this is not a police situation, my G. Like, you got into an altercation. You got punched in the mouth. Here's a question I would pose to Sneako. Do you think you could tell a woman this story and she'd be proud of you? Honest question. Like, there are, like, plenty. I have 3 fist fight stories. I could tell them all, and I know that I feel ashamed of none of them because I don't start fights. I can end up in one, but I don't start them. This story right here, like, I can't imagine telling my grandkids about this. Like, this is pathetic. Like, of all the fist fight stories a man could share with his woman, his kids, his grandkids, this is the worst. Like, if you had just walked away, this would still be a funny or maybe even a cool story. Like, you know, I yanked the hat off his head. I wasn't ready for the Superman punch. He caught me slipping. You know, there were too many people between us. It wasn't worth a full-on fight. It is what it is. I can respect that. Because like I said before, fights aren't worth it. But for you to be the initiator of the conflict and still try to portray this man as being some kind of violent individual and you're the peaceful one, my God, like, this is some punk ass shit. Like, this is some privileged female shit of, you know, a man can't put his hand on me no matter what. That's basically what you are right now. Andrew Tate, please purify this nigga, cleanse him of these bitch nigga impurities, please, because if this is what the right wing has to offer in terms of masculinity, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Like, if this is peak masculinity from the right, just wrap it up. All Sneako had to do was either fight back or say, you know what? I was tripping. It is what it is. I got a little knock. It is what it is. Aha, look at it. It's funny. It is what it is. That's all he had to do. Instead, we get, you know, lying about the incident, talking to the police. Like, this ain't masculinity, my nigga. This is pussy. You know, I thought Sneako actually had some semblance of masculinity in him when he got into the cage with Sean Strickland. But now I realize this man's trying to find his masculinity. Sneako is looking for his masculinity. And he's looking for it in the dumbest of places. You shouldn't have gotten in the cage with Sean Strickland, honestly, bro. You gain nothing from it but brain damage. This man was swinging at you with everything he had. A professional trying to knock you out. You shouldn't have yanked the hat off that dude's head. None of these physical confrontations, be it consensual or otherwise, are worth it. You don't need to get into a fight to prove your manhood. You're a man. You're a grown man. You're in your 20s. You're good. You're like, all you need to worry about is living a good life, an honorable life, taking care of yourself and your family, your friends, your woman, and leave it at that. Ain't nothing else, bro. What else you gotta do? Fight random people, yank hats off people's heads? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Bro, the internet cannot give you your masculinity. It doesn't matter who you fight. It doesn't matter if you fucking box Sean Strickland. It doesn't matter if you yank a hat off a security guard's head. The internet cannot give you your masculinity, nor can it take it from you. All of these things are things that you have to earn on your own. The internet cannot give or take away these things from you. They can't take away honor and integrity from you. That's for you to discover and embrace on your own. So, you know, for Sneako to do this, bro, like, this is literally the ultimate fuck around and find out situation. I don't know why Sneako would even engage in this kind of behavior. I don't know why he would do that. You know, but these are the dudes that are promoting masculinity in 2024. They're the ones who are going to teach young men to be masculine. Get the fuck out of here. Like, if Tate wasn't fighting all these crazy ass charges, bro, like, bruh, like, it's like, Sneako, just go back to Tate, bro. Because Tate is probably the only right winger who's going to give you an honest take on this, bro. You effed up. You effed up. And you didn't have the manhood to say, nah, bro, I don't need to talk to the police. It's all good. I'm chilling. Like, Lord have mercy, bro. It's not that hard to be a man in this situation, bro. It's not even that difficult of a task. All you had to do was say, man, you know what? I don't even want to fight like that. It is what it is. I got my knock. He got his, he tit for tat. It is what it is. We good. That's all you had to do. Talking to the police and lying about the situation, my G. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, this ain't becoming of a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not becoming of a man. It's just not, bro. Like, whatever. It is what it is. These are the new men who are the front runners of masculinity. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.